Did I interrupt your nap? Yeah. All right. So today from 5 to 9 is a test and tune. So I'm going to start looking over Goldie Hawn, make sure she's good to go. I'm pretty sure she is. I'm just gonna check a few of the basic things. Make sure the oil doesn't look like crap. I'm gonna go around, check all the tires, check tire pressure, look at the tranny fluid, just all the basic stuff to make sure that it's still healthy. And of course, this is gonna be the first time we actually take Jack Black to the track with Nitrous and run him. So if things go well today, both trucks could actually see 12s, which would be sweet. So the last time I had Goldie Hawn at the track, it went 13.2 at 105 or 106, and that was just driving it off the line nice and easy. The computer shifted it. I had it set to shift at 5700 because I was just trying to play with different things to get it to shift right. So it shifted from first at 5700, which is like 600 RPM sooner than what I normally have it shift at. So instead of making the full 9 pounds of boost, it only made, I think, 7 pounds of boost, or 7.5 pounds of boost there. And then I was having the issue on the 2-3 shift where it would hit the limiter, and that looks like it was because the shift mile an hour for the wide open throttle shift control, you have it set at different mile an hour for shift points and stuff like that, and that was off just enough to confuse the computer. So that seems to be all figured out. So on that 13.2 run, it was for the 2-3 shift, it was on the limiter, no joke, for 1.1 seconds. So I think just driving through first more and shifting there at 6300 and then not hitting the limiter on the 2-3 shift, I think this thing could very realistically see 12.9 today, 12.9, 12.8, and the weather looks like it's going to cooperate. I think that today's probably going to be, as long as it stays like this, today's probably going to be the best day to try and run our numbers. And then once we get over to the garage, over to my dad's place, we'll go over Jack Black's setup a little bit more. We looked him over yesterday, checked the plugs. The plugs looked perfect in that thing. I checked the tire pressures on that. I have the rears set at 20 right now just for storing it, because you don't want to store like slicks and stuff with soft sidewalls. You don't want to store them too low, otherwise the sidewalls will develop like a permanent wrinkle to them. So I'm just going to give it a once over real quick, and then I think we will load up and head over to my pop's place. I'm sure he probably already has Jack Black on the trailer, but I'm going to drive this all the way to the track. It's about a 45-minute drive, and then once we get there, we'll probably let Goldie sit and cool off for a little bit. Double check everything on both the trucks, probably make a few passes in Jack Black. I think if Goldie can get into the 12s today, I think I might treat her, and I think I might start fixing some of the rust, like the rockers and cab corners. And the thing I'm not sure about is, do I paint the hood? But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start checking things over and then we will hit the road. All right, we're all loaded up, ready to go. Got a bunch of tools. Tires are all good on everything. Oil's good and everything. Tranny fluid's good and everything. Plugs looked perfect in this. I haven't checked the plugs in my truck in a little while. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good to hit the road. Stop at the fuel store on the way there. So I think we're just going to saddle up and boogie. Alright, we made it to the track. They were gonna cancel the open test and tune for, I don't actually know why, but we sweet talked our way in, I guess. They didn't give us an actual tech card, but we're hoping that, she said they'll let us run, so we're hoping that we can go down to the tech booth and get everything figured out there. We're only gonna be here for a couple hours. The test and tune's supposed to be from 5 to 9. It's 5:15 right now.
I got asked her how much, you know, how much for Saturday? 150. Oh hell no.
Fuck that.
That's more than my truck's worth.
That's not a bad way to do it.
It almost looks like, what's his name called one?
Al's?
Yeah.
It does kind of. Alright, we're going to look over everything one more time and then go down and deal with the tech booth and hopefully get a number on the windshield and then wait for them to finish prepping the track because they're still not done with that. And then we'll just get in the lanes and make some runs. So he's in the staging lanes now. Let's see, where can you see me there? He's in the staging lanes now. We got it set at 30 degrees all in. We're running at NA this first one just to make sure everything's still happy and healthy. It made a couple weird sounds when he fired it up a minute ago. Tires, they probably have too much air pressure in them right now, but we just want to get a baseline, see how things are going to do, and then we'll make adjustments from there. But they should be pulling people up soon. So the first run's out of the way. It sounded pretty healthy and it didn't like blow up, so he just wanted to run the nitrous right out of the gate, so I guess now we have to turn it on, see what it'll do. What?
That was embarrassing as hell.
What happened?
They're set up for 8th mile. I say, fuck, I went faster than 72.
Well, let's look at your old time slip and we'll just try and get the best 8th out of them, I guess.
Yeah, they're all running 8th mile.
That was with the old motor.
8th mile did 80 before.
885 at 80. I like it, like an 8.5 or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again, this time bottle.
Alright.
Man, that other guy took out so fucking fast.
Alright. We dropped tire pressure a couple pounds and we got the bottle on. Apparently this is only an 8th mile event, so they only have the lights turned on to, or the clocks turned on to the 8th mile, which is a little bit of a bummer, but at least we'll be able to get an idea of what it does. The best the truck's ever done to the 8th is an 8.8, so if we can get like an 8.5 or something, I'd be pretty happy. Well, I think that was its best 8th mile ET, but it was still slower than I think it should be, especially the mile an hour. I think it was 77 mile an hour in the 8th. That's no bueno.
Cab covers off, check the lift gears. Tell the difference when I let off the button at the end.
Yeah, I think that's your fastest 8th ET,
But just
still down a few mile an hour.
idling higher, and it's like it's not getting a rocker's not on.
All right. Well, we can take it over to the trailer and check, but I mean, it's definitely down mile an hour. It's down power, but it was the fastest ET, fastest time. RPM next time. Like, normally I'll just spin or have to ease out of it and whip my head back. Holy shit. And that's probably like a 2.0 60 foot again, but my goodness. Thank you. Oh wow. That was a 189 60 foot. Holy shit. Wow. Are you fucking kidding me? I bet I can get this thing in the 7s today. Fucking nuts, dude. Can you guys see that? That was a 189 60 foot. I might drop the tire pressure a little bit. I might get this thing in the 7s. My previous best, 13.2, I went 2.1 to the 60 and 8.59 to the 8. This time I went 189 to the 60 and 8.12. I picked up 3 mile an hour and dropped 4/10. 4.5 tenths. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you guys as excited as I am? That's fucking crazy. This place is prepped. All right, you've got to be kidding me. I'm on street tires out here. I left off idle and went 189 to the 60 foot. This place is freaking prepped. They really fuck us over on the testing tunes. That's crazy. And they're at 30 pounds. I'm gonna drop them to, yeah, because that one's way too much. I'm gonna drop them to, I don't know, dude. I'm just so freaking caught off guard right now. That's nuts. All right, I got both rear tires at 20. They were at 30. He's taking the truck over to the trailer to pull the valve covers off. Well, he's gonna let it cool off, but we gotta pull the valve covers off and look at the valves because something's not right on it. So instead of running it again, we're gonna pull it apart, look at it. Hopefully get at least one more run out of it today. Because that thing should be doing a whole lot better than it is. As soon as he's good, I'm going to get back in the lanes. And then I would like to see like mid 180 60 foot. And if I could get a 7.9, that would be freaking sweet. Let me look at like a quick conversion to see roughly what that would be. All right, so looking at this 1/8 to 1/4 conversion, I went 812 and 815. You might be able to see it if it focuses. Right there, an 815 would be a 1271. So realistically, it is a 12-second truck right now. We just don't have the numbers to verify it, but we all know it's a 12-second truck when it's on a really fucking good prep. But I'm gonna go see if he's ready, and then I'm gonna get back in the lanes. It is worth noting that that run I left off idle because I was expecting it to spin or sputter or do something, and it just hooked. So this time I'm gonna I might try to leave at like 2,000 and see how it likes that. Maybe we can improve the 60-foot.
Yeah, I think whatever it is, I think it's on the driver's side. I can hear the most out of that exhaust.
Yeah, after this one, we'll tear it apart and look at it. I was looking at a conversion, an eighth to quarter, and I went 812. 815 is a 1271, and you were 88.
Yeah.
That would be 1373, which is the fastest it was with the old motor, and it's obviously down on power right now. I need to recharge it. I ran out the other day. I've been suffering.
That ain't good.
So I was about to pull up to make my second run, and the truck shut off. And I think what it is the relay that I did, or the relay that I used for the fuel pump when I redid the fuel system. I think it's just a cheap piece of shit, and it like overheats randomly or something, I don't know. Regardless, I need to figure out how to drive it home. So I don't want to go all the way back home with him, drop the truck off, or drop Jack Black off the trailer and then come back and load this up. That'd suck. So we're gonna keep fucking around with it, figure something out. It's funny that we're both having fuel pump issues. When we were going to get teched in, like right up to the tech-in booth, Jack Black died because the wire that turns on the fuel pump for him came out of the little fuse box. So, and now I'm obviously having that relay issue. But what we're thinking about doing, if we have the stuff, is make a jumper wire that goes from the switched wire that turns the relay on and loop it right around to the fuel pump. Well, so far no luck finding wire to use as a jumper for Goldie Hawn, so we're pulling the valve cover off Jack, see what's going on, see if the rocker's loose. Hopefully it's something obvious and easy to fix. Yep, right there. Yep.
2 of them, 3 of them.
Oh, wow. Oh, I don't like that. Why is that push rod down there so far?
It jumped out of
Son of a bitch, dude. Son of a bitch. That fucking sucks. That was really hot. Well, that's not exactly what any of us were hoping to see, but at least it's nothing catastrophic. I dropped a push rod. Yeah, it looks like it just bent that one. Not sure why those other ones jumped. Maybe they just backed off. Well, they are loose. They shouldn't be that loose because that lockdown's through.
Loctite, or lock nut thing.
So yeah, they did just. Is this one?
So we bent 2 and
Bent 1, right? That one looked pretty straight. It rolled smooth.
yeah, just bent 1.
And then those other 2 just backed out for whatever reason. Because they have a locking nut in there, so even if like a bent push rod and that was sloppy, these would still be tight. Well, that sucks, but it's a relatively easy fix as long as nothing else is wrong. Alright, got both ends stripped. Hopefully this will stay in there enough. I think it will. I'm gonna go throw this in Goldie Hawn and see if she fires back up.
fucking turd. Well, that's a real shitty way to end the video.
Yeah.
So even with the jumper wire, Goldie just wasn't wanting to start. I think we're gonna head back, drop Jack Black off, bring back the trailer and pick her up. I think tomorrow, I'm just gonna pull the bed off and redo all that wiring with a good quality relay. I don't get why, because that's like the 4th time that's done that. It's so, and I'm so upset that we're not gonna be able to really get to use all this freaking prep. That sucks so much.
It's a good track today.
It was a great track today. And we each really only got 1 pass. Well, you got 1.5. Man, that sucks. But oh well, shit happens. But yeah, that's really all we can do for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see you next time.